Hello learners, welcome to the SanskarEdutech. I Akshay Patil, assistant teacher in English working at PD Turakia Junior College of Commerce and Science. Today we are going to learn 2.1 of section 2 Poetry of class 12th English of Maharashtra State Board. This is first poem of poetry section which is titled as Song of the Open Road, written by Walt Whitman. Walt Whitman was an American poet and essayist. He is often called the father of free verse. He grew up in Huntington in a very poor family. His works are celebrated across the world. His poem, O Captain, My Captain, written on the date of Abraham Lincoln, is extensively popular. This section of Song of the Open Road is an excerpt from his major work, Leaves of Grass. Students, we can see here first stanza of the poem. Afoot and light-hearted, I take to the open road, healthy, free, the world before me. The long brown path before me, leading wherever I choose. This first stanza, the poet begins his journey with a light heart. To him, the road seems free and full of possibilities. He is free to make the choice of his path and destination. The destination is not fixed, and this makes the road more liberating. He announces his choice as he declares that the road leads to wherever I choose. The speaker in the poem is thus a light-hearted traveler walking on the open road of life. He wishes that each person who undertakes a journey on the road of life should adopt a similar attitude. Next stanza here is, henceforth I ask not good fortune, I myself am good fortune. Henceforth I whimper no more, postpone no more, and need nothing. Done with indoor complaints, libraries, querulous criticisms, strong and content, I travel the open road. Here, in these lines, the speaker declares that he does not believe in destiny and therefore does not ask for good fortune. He is determined to make his own destiny, as he says, I myself am good fortune. Because he has complete faith in himself, he declares that I whimper no more, postpone no more, need nothing. He intends to tell his readers that they too should not waste time in complaining about obstacles in their paths. Rather, they should proceed on their respective paths. According to the speaker, man should abandon all demands, grudges, bitter feelings, and criticisms during the journey of life. Free of complaints, libraries, querulous criticisms, man should be satisfied with what he has. Then, next stanza here is, the earth that is sufficient, I do not want the constellation any nearer. I know they are very well where they are. I know they suffice for those who belong to them. In this stanza, these lines emphasize the value of contentment or self-satisfaction. No man should invest his hopes in faith. Instead of hoping for the stars of the constellation, man should content himself with what the earth offers him, as he says, the earth that is sufficient. Whitman's speaker believes that the contentment is the key to make one's journey on the open road easy. One should not become too ambitious. The desire for material gains will only slow down their journey. Now students, we can see here last stanza of the poem. Still here I carry my old delicious burdens. I carry them, men and women. I carry them with me wherever I go. I swear it is impossible for me to get rid of them. I am filled with them and I will fill them in return. In this last stanza, the final lines of this section are enclosed in brackets. In these lines, the speaker admits that even he himself is not altogether free from life's burdens. He says, I carry my old delicious burdens, referring to the grief and loss the speaker has experienced. He admits that though he is advising others to make their journeys without any feelings that weigh them down, he himself fails to follow it strictly. Like most humans, it is his tendency to carry the burden of his past memories with him. He carries in his heart the memories of all places he has been to and all the people he has known. He believes that it is impossible for me to get rid of them because experiences are inseparable. Then next year, students, we can see key points. 5 key points we can see here. First is freedom and self-reliance. Second one, embracing the journey. Third here is optimism and positivity. Fourth one is rejection of limitations. And last one we can see here is the open road as a metaphor. Now students, let's see first key point in detail. Freedom and self-reliance. The poem highlights the speaker's independence and ability to forge his own path, both physically and metaphorically. He doesn't rely on external validation or societal expectations. Second key point here is embracing the journey. The open road represents a journey of self-discovery and personal growth. The speaker finds joy in the process of traveling and experiencing new things. Third key point here is optimism and positivity. The poem is filled with a sense of optimism and a belief in the goodness of life. The speaker approaches challenges with a positive attitude and a willingness to learn from his experiences. Fourth key point is rejection of limitations. The speaker rejects the constraints of society and the limitations imposed by others. He embraces a more expansive, natural way of living. Last key point is the open road as a metaphor. The open road is not just a physical path but also a metaphor for life itself, with its opportunities for adventure, self-discovery and personal growth. Next students, we can see here poetic devices. Poetic devices means figures of speech. Now students, we can see here first figure of speech, alliteration. In alliteration, the consonant or vowel sounds are repeated for musical effect. For example, start where you stand and never mind the past. Here we can see S sound has been repeated in the line for poetic effect. First S comes in start word and next in stand word. So here we can see repetition of the sound S. Second figure of speech is antithesis. In antithesis, opposite words or ideas are placed in same sentences. For example, not near, not far. Here we can see two opposite words, okay, near and far. The next figure of speech is consonants. In consonants, consonant sounds are repeated within a phrase or a sentence for poetic effect. For example, the snack is back in my backpack. Okay. Next figure of speech is inversion. In inversion, the correct grammatical order of a subject, verb and object is not followed in a sentence. Here we can see the order is not followed. Grammatical incorrect sentence we can see here. For example, down the lane of I go. Next figure of speech is metaphor. In metaphor, there is an indirect comparison between two things. It can also be called an implied simile. For example, the camel is the sheep of the desert. Here in this speech metaphor, we can see indirect comparison between two things. Next figure of speech is personification. In personification, inanimate objects are given human qualities. For example, the mountains sing together. So students, like this we have completed Song of the Open Road by Walt Whitman. Thank you everyone. We will meet soon with the next video.